Welcome to this Sports Showcase event on Harford TV. I'm Don Morrison. We are at Geneva Farm Golf Course in the northern part of the county, just north of the Rock State Park. It is the Harford County Championship, the golf championships here at Geneva Farm. Paul Metzger, welcome aboard. A great day for golf.
Great day for golf. It's going to be a little challenging with the wind, and the temperatures are a little cooler than what the golfers have been playing here all fall. And that's going to be a challenge for some of the people, too.
Yeah, about 55 degrees. The wind gusting up to 20, 25 miles an hour. Sometimes it's kind of steady, no wind, and all of a sudden a big gust comes up. And Paul, you'll notice the wind is blowing as we face the 18th green, sort of from our right to our left. So the golfers who are coming in on their second shot will be hitting right into the wind.
Yes, and this course, as we've been watching over the years, this 18th hole, the putting is really difficult at times with the undulation in the green, and
besides that, there's a lot of humps in that green too.
That's what
undulation.
It would be.
Those big words, I'm not sure of those. Anyhow, today is going to be the championship of the golf, and they tell us now that they're ready to tee off. And Paul, as you know, what we're going to do is the top 6 groups, 1 female and then 5 male groups, are going to be grouped by hole. We're starting with the group on the 18th, which is the 5th top group in terms of the boys. Back on the 13th hole, it is the top rated group. In other words, the kids with the least handicap, the lowest handicap, are starting on 13. So we'll see the people coming through as we get ready to watch. And this will be the first group coming through. We'll give you their names. Hang on as I turn my sheet over. Teeing off on the 18th green is Trent Carey, Gavin Summers, Carson Honig, and Jackson Bruchot.
You guys ready?
Yeah, we are all ready, and they're ready to tee off if they want to let them know. Okay. Yeah, I believe Barb told them, go ahead and tee off. We're ready to go. Yeah, it's Trent Carey from Falston High School. Gavin Summers from Patterson Mill High School. Carson Honig, he is out of North Harford. And from Havre de Grace, it's Jackson Bruchot. Just about ready to tee off. Paul, they're hitting from 343 yards out from tee to green. But, of course, with the dog leg, it's a lot longer than 343.
And you'll find on 18th there's 2 different ways to play this. Some people are going to try to take the shortcut, come across the trees over here, and other people are going to try to go to the middle of the fairway and bring it in.
Boy, and we talked about that. Cutting the across the ponds, and there are 2 ponds here, as you can see on your screen. Cutting the pond used to be something you could maybe do, but the trees have grown up now, and you're hitting at a very narrow green. You're hitting over a bunker. So I think the wise move is to hit the ball as close as you can to that sort of outcropping, that little runoff area. And that's about 75 yards from the green. If you can hug that, then your shot coming in is not a terribly difficult one. But Paul, if you let it fade on you, if you hit your shot, your tee shot, 180 yards across the pond, but it fades, then you start talking about 150, 180, and into the wind, you're talking about a 200-yard second shot.
Yes, and this is today with the wind and everything. It's going to be a great day for course management. How well everybody plans this hole out, because this can be a difficult hole and it can be a good hole, but the planning of where you're going to put that drive is very important today.
And talking about teeing off on the 18th, I mean, that's no picnic. You've got to hit your shot well to get it over the pond. That's maybe 180 yards, so you're hitting maybe a hybrid, maybe a 3-wood, something of that nature, but you're wanting to try to hug as close as you can to that rock outcropping, that runoff area, so you have a short second shot. Not an easy way to start a course.
Yeah, and you're going to see, it's a shame, but you're going to see a few people who do hit it in the water here.
Ooh, you have the kiss of death. They're going to hit it into the water. You're predicting somebody's going to go in the water.
I almost guarantee it.
But, Paul, I am not playing, so if I were, yeah, you could be sure to say somebody's going to be in the water. So now, and Barb is hearing our buddy Joe Mascari, who's going to be telling us where the shots are going, because we are sort of blinded here by the trees from the tee. So, Barb, what we got? Looks like we got. Looks like we got.
I thought he said in about the 150-yard marker.
Yeah, we got all 4 in the fairway. So Trent Carey from Falston be wearing the orange hat and gray jacket if you want to look for him. So we're looking for that second shot to see where that first shot landed. But it looks like, Barb, they're all in play, huh?
I think so. This one went over the trees. I don't know.
Ah, so we have one who did cut the short corner, try to go over the tree. Paul, that's either guts or a mishit.
Well,
I'm going to say guts, huh?
Well, some of these young kids are big hitters, Don. They don't hit 150 yards like we do. They're 180 and 200 and 2 1/4 and 2 1/2.
150 yards, that'd be my best bowl. Come on. You're asking a lot from me. Barb Solberg is our young lady doing the kind of helping me out here. So Trent Carey from Falston. Trent is located, he's about 150 yards out, Barb, and maybe near the pond. Yeah, it looks like so that would be near the trees?
Yes.
Okay, so it's so he is near the trees, is Trent Carey. Now,
over here?
Yeah, that's a little difficult, Paul, because now you get these trees that have come into play to get it to the green.
Yes, you definitely want to get it past the pine trees down here if you're going to play that way, because
Gavin, looks like Gavin Summers is in the best spot. He's about, what, 100 yards out?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we'll see them when they come up.
Yeah.
Gavin, you'll recognize, has a black shirt on. He's from Patterson Mill with a gray hat. Carson Honig from North Harford in a green shirt, thank you. No hat today, come on. There you go. And he is, Barb, where? He's going to be number 3, yeah. So he's probably in the best position up near the 100-yard marker. And then the last golfer, Jackson Brochu from Haverty Grace, maroon shirt and no hat. And he is...
he's the one who went over the trees, so I don't know where he is.
Yeah, he's way back there. And, Jackson, no picnic to get it here. Paul, if you're back behind those trees, it might be good to kind of chip it out and take your lumps and get on in 3. You and I both had a chance to putt, as did Barb, on this green. It is, as you said, an undulating green. I think lucky it's back far where it's more flat than it is in the front. But the bad part is now you've got a 150, 180-yard shot into the green.
Is going to be to your left.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got him.
He's up in the trees a little bit beyond 150.
We can't see.
Okay, we're still looking. It looks like the player we said beyond the trees, that's Jackson Bruchot. We've got one player farther back at the 150 in the black shirt. That's Carson Honig from North Harford in the green shirt. He's back.
The other 2 walk this way. We can't see.
Okay, we got a couple behind the trees. This is Honig from North Harford. Looks like he's getting ready to hit. He's going to be hitting the ball from Paul about 180 yards.
Yeah, I would say that at least.
Looks like he's got an iron. I'd have a driver from there. Here's the shot. It's in the sun, Paul. Get ready to duck.
Over by the cart path. Just
Over by the cart path.
Cart
Looks
path.
like he's pulled a little left, so he's not got a picnic on his second shot, going over that bunker into this very narrow green.
See, that wind being behind us, Don, pushes the ball that way. And he got that ball pretty high in the air, and that's what caused that to go so far left.
This is our first group of the day on 18. Tell you a little bit about them. The Trent Carey in the Tidings Division playoffs, he tied for 10th. He is going to the state playoffs. Most improved player this year, we're told, on North Harford's team. Stalwart early in the season matches, shooting a 37, Paul, and a 39 in 9 holes. Wow, have you ever shot a 37 in 9 holes?
5 holes.
I did. I quit after the 7th hole. I was at a 35. I said, that's good enough for me.
Gavin Summers.
Gavin Summers is a young man in the maroon. No, Gavin Summers is.
You can't see.
We can't see him. He's behind the trees.
Right.
Barb, who's the young man here next to?
Jackson Brochu.
Yeah, that's Jackson Bruchu, who's from Haverty Grace. He's the one in great position. Maybe, 70 yards away?
Gavin's hitting now.
Gavin is hitting from behind the tree.
Sounds like he hit a tree.
Yeah, did sound that nasty sound that we hear, Paul, sometimes.
He's
Looks like he hit it and maybe
Right
it
here.
went back a bit.
This is Jackson hitting now in the maroon shirt.
Jackson Bruchu hitting here. And again, Paul, if you could place a ball, If you could place a ball, Paul,
That's
you
perfect.
wouldn't. You wouldn't
That's-
want. Yeah, it's the
That's
best
just
spot.
best spot you could be on this hole.
Well, let's see if Bruchot can get it close here on his second shot.
I imagine he's using a pitching wedge.
Good looking hit. Don't see it. Didn't see it come down.
Hit something.
But he's not on the green. We can say that. So
Nobody's on the green.
our 4 players, none of the 4 have reached the green. So they're going to be trying to get there in 3. Barb, I see 3 of the players approaching.
The other one hit the tree over here.
Yeah, we have the one who's buried behind the trees. Who is that? Do you know?
Yeah, I think that's Gavin Summers.
Gavin Summers, we're talking about from Patterson Mill, is buried behind the trees. So not a good start for Mr. Summers. Speaking of Mr. Summers, he is a sophomore. He'll be going to the state playoffs. Carson Honig, a second-year varsity player, a Bulldog competitor, we're told. And then the last player, Jackson Bruchot, the one who had the good drive, plans on attending Penn State University next year.
He just hit. That's his ball.
Oh, here comes the ball. Now, who hit
That's
that?
Gavin. That was Gavin.
That's Gavin Summers. Now, was he the
Somebody
one?
else has hit their third shot.
He was the one coming from off the green?
He was from over here.
Oh, okay. So that should be Summers' third shot then, we're thinking.
This is
Very-
everybody's third shot.
very
This
close
is
to the green.
Carey right here.
Here's Carey.
From Falston.
Yeah, Trent Carey from Falston hitting. Barb, was that his first shot there?
No,
That-
he's hitting 3.
He's hitting 3 as well. So we have one player on the green, lying 3. Looks like it's going to be short. Oh my, in the bunker. So he'll be hitting out of the bunker, will Trent Carey. And now this is the North Harford player, who is Carson Honig, hitting from just behind that cart path. Paul, not a shot I would wish on you.
Of which
Be my best friend. Oh, what a shot! He's able to hit it on the green, and it comes within about, what, 10, 12 feet? Great
Yeah.
shot. I mean, that ball, Paul, hit the rough part and just kind of trickled on the green.
Well,
Now we have a player from way behind, and this is Jackson Bruchot. The shot we couldn't see from 75, he overhit it.
very difficult shot from back there.
Got to stop it on a downhill lie. How do you
Yeah.
do that, Paul? I mean, you're an expert at it. Hit it and pray. That's what I do. Do you want to just pitch it?
Uh,
That is a beautiful,
Beautiful
shot.
shot.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Hit the pin.
Oh,
What a shot. So he'll be lying 3 there. So all are laying 3, except for the one in the bunker. He's hitting 3. Yeah, that's the Trent Carey from Falston. Thank you, Barb.
He's hitting 4.
Hitting 4 now. In the bunker at 3. Nice out. So he's lying 4. If he can make this one and salvage a bogey, that wouldn't be a bad way to go.
this shot we just had back here on top of the hill. I mean, that's a phenomenal shot to
Yep.
to stop that ball. He hit it exactly where you want to hit it. You don't want to hit it on the green, because if you did, it would have been clear over.
Yeah.
But being able to hit it where he hit it, slowed it down enough that he kept it on the green.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a shot that you'd want to see on ESPN,
Yeah.
made by, the best golfer in the world. He hit that ball, maybe, 5 feet? Hit it on the downslope, and it just trickled on the green.
Don, just to say something, some people who are not really, that's watching, that's not familiar with this, is these kids walk this whole 18. There's no golf carts out here for them to ride on and things like that. So they have to be in good shape.
Yes, they do. And again, this group started on the 18th. Ray Paquin, who is the coach at Patterson Mill and also a math teacher, Paul, he just gave us great information. I can't tell you the amount of information that he put together on these great golfers. He tells me there are 27 of the golfers from the UCBAC that are going to the state playoffs. That's coming up next week down at the University of Maryland. So here is the North Harford Honig's shot.
Look at this. Oh,
Just a bit.
nice shot, though. Nice
Beautiful.
touch.
So now it looks like he'll be able to tap it in for his bogey.
You see our friend Nick Panis over there.
Yeah. Coach Nick still coaching at North Harford. He's not as old as we are, Paul, but
Well,
but close to
nobody's that old.
it. Nobody who's still standing upright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both a one in with a bogey. And now here from Harvard-based Jackson Bruchot. Remember, he was behind the green, made that phenomenal shot, trying to now make his bogey. Could be short, Paul.
Yeah.
That's a danger. You're putting uphill. You've got to hit the ball firmly.
You want to get the ball to go past the pin.
I've heard that no ball that gets to the pin goes in. I've heard that.
Yogi said 85% of them that don't get to the hole don't go in.
What happens to the other 15? Like the wind blows them in?
He didn't say anything about those.
Yogi. So now he'll be shooting for his bogey 2. Okay, this is Patterson Mills, Gavin Summer. As my phone goes off. Whose was that? Gavin Summer. Gavin is. Yep. He's shooting for his bogey. Great shot.
Great shot.
Yeah, bogey for Summer. You can't be real happy with a bogey, but on the other hand,
I love bogeys.
the alternative could have been a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
What a terrible way to start your round with a 6 or a 7. And speaking of that, poor Trent Carey is facing that kind of a situation. Got his second shot short, third shot in the bunker, fourth shot on. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That ball has to be in.
One more revolution.
So he's going to have that 6, and now Bruchou will be shooting for his, I believe, bogey 5. He was 2 behind the green, 3 on 4. This would be his 5th shot. Not a give me. Paul, I would give this one to you. You would me as well.
I would take it.
I would walk up with it. Thank you. And nice shot.
Good shot.
Very firmly put in. So we had
nice recovery.
3 bogeys and 1 double bogey on our first group. And now, Barb, we have our second group getting ready to tee off.
1, 2, 3. And Abby Smith, he said to tell you, is Tom Smith's daughter.
Yeah, these are the female group. Yeah. So this are the top-ranked female groups that sort of got inserted in the 6 groups we're going to see. Abby Smith from North Hartford is Tom Smith's daughter. Paul Tom Smith. We know Tom Smith, don't we?
Very well, yes.
The green is clear.
And also in the white shirt, we have Falston's Sarai Moss. Yep, she's getting ready to tee off. And in the gray hat, we have Olivia O'Connor from Harford Tech. So it's a threesome here getting ready to tee off. Golf, one of the co-ed sports in the county, Paul.
So do they get a move up and tee off from the red tees?
They do. They hit from the 285-yard marker, and still it's not a picnic. You have to go over the pond.
That water's there.
Yeah.
Some people see water and then change their whole swing and change everything.
It's kind of like the water is a magnet. It's like the ball and water have like this kinship. At least when I hit it. If there's water on the course anywhere, I'm going to find it. And, of course, as you know, hitting in the water, that's a penalty stroke. You got to pull the thing out, hit it behind where you hit into the water, and you got to hit it again. No fun.
No.
Golf, one of the only sports, I guess cross country the other, where the low score wins. So, Paul, I figure if we don't go out, we're the winner because our score is lower than anybody's. Is that?
Don, where do you come up
with
these things?
It seemed like a better way to play the game. Yeah. The least strokes you get. So you pay to get on the golf course, you pay the money, and you hope to get fewer strokes.
I get my money's worth because I use a lot of extra strokes.
Think about it. The people who play the game correctly go from tee to green. They never see the trees. They never see the water. Yeah. They never see the rough. Come on.
They never learn how to hit from behind
Where's
the tree.
Where's the fun in that? Yeah. Paul Metzger, Don Morrison, Joe Mascari, and Barb Solberg with you from Geneva Farm Golf Course. Of course, Paul, that opened in 1990, Jack Davis, this was his farm, 7 generations, a dairy farm, and he just said, hey, I don't have any heirs to give it to. I'm going to make a golf course. And so he did, on his own, built the golf course. I said, so you're a golfer, right? He said, never picked up a golf club in my life. And he did. He built it very successfully. Remember 1988, I came up here to do a story with him, and he stood out behind the pond and pointed to a dairy barn and said, that's going to be my clubhouse. I sort of laughed, yeah, right. And here it is. So we're not seeing exactly where they are. We're trying to spot after their drives. Again, we have the 3 young ladies who are teeing off here.
Okay, that last shot skid across the water.
Come on now. Joe Mascari is saying the shot skidded across the water.
On the hill by the ball drop.
So you're telling me that that ball had eyes that was able to skid across the water and hit the land fairly. Paul, why did that never happen to me?
Or me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, my shot is sort of hits fair and then rolls in the water. So, Barb, who was that skidded across the water? Yeah, it was Abby Smith. Tom Smith. I'm drawing a blank, Paul. Tom Smith, the daughter. This is Abby Smith, Tom Smith's daughter. Ask Joe to tell us who Tom Smith. Give us a brief bio.
Don wants to know who Tom Smith is.
Everybody's across, and you should see them either to the left of the fairway.
Joe is telling us everybody got across.
North Hartford girl is right by the water.
The North Hartford
Looks
like-
player. That was the Abby Smith, the young lady who's the daughter of Tom Smith, who we're finding his bio, is the one who skidded the ball across the water.
Who is Tom Smith?
Tom Smith is the director of elementary schools in Harford County
Ah.
right now. He was a
Okay.
former principal of Meadowvale. No,
Joe-
Meadowvale.
Joe Mascari, who knows everything, and what he doesn't know, he makes up. Okay, but makes it
Makes it-
sound
sounds good.
Makes it sound good. Tom Smith is now the director of elementary ed and used to be the principal at Youth Benefit. Okay.
See him walking up with his daughter.
Yeah, Tom Smith is accompanying his daughter, one of the parents. So he took off school today? Should we report him to the superintendent? No, he's fine. I'm sure he took leave. He's fine. Yeah. You see Abby there. She is, good news is she's over the water, Paul. Bad news is
she's a long way
a
away.
long way, and that big old green pine tree stands right between
Yeah.
her and the green.
I think the best way to play this for her would be to get it back out into the fairway where she's going to have. Don't try to go toward
Okay.
that tree.
Don't be a hero. Don't try to hit it
Yeah,
over
yeah.
that tree. Because she's got about 170, 160 yards.
Yep.
Again, into the wind. I think
So
you're right.
So if she could hit it down toward the 100-yard marker.
Yeah. The other 2 players, Sarai Moss from Falston and Olivia O'Connor from Harvard Tech, they appear to be long behind the trees. And Barbara, as you know, that's the danger. You hit it really well and you think, hey, that's a great shot, but you've hit it too far and now you're in jail surrounded by those trees. Now you can
She's got a big gust of wind.
you can feel the wind that just blew away some of our notes and almost blew over our monitor. So that gusty wind we were talking about decided just now to take a gust.
And Don, a lot of these kids today are going to get in difficult positions because of the wind. And the thing is to get yourself out of that position. Don't try to be a hero.
Yeah, good point.
Because a hero can cost you 3 or 4 strokes. Where you want to just get yourself back into where you can play. Get the ball to where you like it to be.
Take your medicine, you know, that could be a 1 stroke, but it's a lot better than 2 or 3. Now this group teed off on 17. Again, no picnic. 17 is a par 3 if you're familiar with it. It's, again, over the water. So, Paul, I have my only hole-in-one in my entire life in a thunderstorm. Okay, so nobody was here except for my partner on number 17. And the great thing about
And
it
was
is,
he here to verify
yeah,
that?
he was. Dave Graybill was here and verified it. Now, the thing is that you have to buy a drink for everybody in the bar. Everybody left because of the thunderstorm, so I didn't have to buy a drink. And I got a hole-in-one and a picture.
That doesn't make sense, does it? You
It
get a
does.
hole-in-one, you got to buy for everybody else.
No, it
They
doesn't.
don't have to buy for you.
That is weird. You're right. But again, I benefited from planning it just right.
Yeah, you.
Mark Thoner was our playing partner, and he said, guys, I'm going in. This is no good. So we said, well, we're on 17. We'll just finish hole-in-one. Well, look at this shot, huh? That is by Olivia O'Connor from Harvard Tech. Now, where did she hit that from, Barb? From behind?
In the trees.
So that is her too?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Way to go.
Birdie time.
Birdie time, yes, ma'am. That is Olivia O'Connor from Hartford Technical High School. By the way, Paul, North Harford, C. Milton Wright, and Harford Christian play their golf here. I'm talking about the schools. And guess what they pay to play here?
Nothing.
Nothing. Zero. Done by the course. It's one of the public things that the course does, where they allow people to come. You know, each of the courses around the county has a high school or two or three. And this today is all done compliments of.
So this
the
is a
folks.
home field for who? Which
For North
which-
Harford, C. Milton Wright, and Harford Christian. Yep. So they do play, as you are alluding to, quite a bit here. So if you're North Harford, you might have a bit of an advantage. We have a second one.
Well, I didn't see it, but it's Sarai.
We have a second one on the green, and who that is Sarai Moss. Is that her second shot, Barb, as well?
Yes, I think it's
So we have two people on the green, and now this is Abby Smith who's hitting her third shot. Abby is going to be a little bit short. So we've got two on the green in very, very good chance of getting a birdie, Barb. We saw all bogeys and one double bogey by the first group of boys, and now we may have a chance to see, a chance at least for two birdies. But Paul, no picnic. That putt that we're seeing on the far side,
Yeah.
that thing is going to break about a foot, depending on how hard you hit it.
Yeah, the only advantage of that putt over this one, it's closer.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
this one here is a much easier.
Yeah, Paul was pointing to the one short of the stick. So in the gray, yeah, that's Olivia O'Connor from Harper Tech who's getting ready. This is Abby Smith who's hitting her fourth shot. So Abby is looking to try to. It's a nice shot. Let's see if it'll roll up to the hole. So Abby is lying 4. O'Connor lying 2, and also Moss lying 2. So we have a chance of a 2 birdies and a double bogey. Don't know what they did on their 17th hole, do we? We don't have information on how they made out on 17.
Great to see these young ladies out here playing.
Yeah, there's a whole group of young ladies. These
Yeah.
were arranged. Ray Paquin did a great job of handicapping each of the groups, so we have, you know, a whole passel of players. Every hole has at least one foursome on it. We're going to get to see 6 of the foursomes, 5 male, and this one female threesome. And Paul, wearing shorts, and here I am in my long underwear and thermal, you know, and 3 coats. Does that say
What-
something about?
One thing helps is that they're moving,
And they're yo-
walking.
and they're
We're
young.
standing still.
And they're
young.
young. Yeah, young. Some would say young and foolish. I choose
Wow.
to say young and brave. uh, I like how Abby is sizing up this putt. You say, well, hey, it's a double bogey, but hey, you want a double bogey or you want a triple bogey? Every stroke counts. You can't discount them. Oh, just by. So that was her 5th shot. She will be shooting for the double bogey.
On that play there, she could have said, I want to putt out, and she could have finished.
Mhm.
She decided to mark the ball. And
This is Sarai Moss from Falston. Sarai putting for a birdie. Kind of a flat putt, Paul. We tried
well,
that
it was nice to see the other girl see her putt, so she has an
Mhm.
idea of
Yep, good point. Oh, oh.
both off to the right, like
Yeah, it was
left.
just a little inch. That's a subtle break. We were putting those, and if you hit them firmly, it doesn't break. But if you try to ease it into the hole, it'll
Yeah.
break 6 inches.
Yeah.
So a par for Sarai Moss. And now Olivia O'Connor for 3. And again, depending how hard she hits it, Paul, if she hits it firmly, it's not going to break much.
She's in.
Oh,
gee.
Paul.
I thought sure that was
That
in.
breaks my heart. Now it went by, what, about 8 inches, 10 inches? It's not a gimme,
For these girls, it's a tap in.
you think?
Yep.
So you're telling me it's in. It's a sure thing.
Yep.
Announcer jinx.
See, that one went in.
There's the double bogey. Now shooting for the par. Olivia O'Connor. Hit it firmly, it's not going to move, but if you try to ease it in, Paul, it's going to break a couple inches. Just like that.
Just like that.
You're right, Paul. Why did I doubt you?
Yeah, you did too.
Over the years, I have doubted you, and I should not. I should know by now. If you tell me that a horse can pull a wagon, hitch him up. Yeah. So now we go to our third group. This is going to be our second male group. This group started on hole number 16, so they played 16, 17, and now they'll be playing 18.
We're still waiting for him at the tee box.
Still waiting on the tee box, and gives us a chance to say to James Walls, Paul is the groundskeeper here, and you look at this course, you know, it's pristine. It really, really looks good. Good job by James. Stephanie Harris is the pro shop coordinator manager. She tells me they haven't had a pro here for 15 years. I said, well, then we consider you the pro. She said, no, I'm not a pro. I just manage the shop. And Charles Bush is the owner of the course now. Jack Davis passed away maybe, 6, 7 years ago. Used to come up and see Jack. He'd be sitting at the bar and, you know, talking to all the patrons. You talk about a character and a great man who farmed this, the 7th generation of the Smith, of the Davis family to farm. And just said, yeah, I'm going to turn it into a golf course, and did. Did most of the work Paul himself. And think about it now, he's never played the game, but you've played this course many times. It is a great layout.
Oh, nice layout.
For a public course, a course that's open to the public year-round.
And challenging.
Oh, very much so, yeah. And again, if you think about it, Paul, this was a field. This was a cornfield, okay? No trees on this place at all. These trees were all planted sometime around the 1990 to 1995 opening. And now, goodness me, there are trees everywhere. Trees being the enemy of the golfer.
So are you doing a football game Friday night?
Not this Friday night. We did cheerleading last night,
Okay.
which was great fun. And now we're doing a football game next Friday a week. That'll be our last game of the year. We're doing boys volleyball on Tuesday of next week. Monday, Paul, we get to do the Miracle League baseball game. It's the special needs kids and adults playing against the Harford Community College team. It is Paul, if you get a chance to come out, it is the most amazing thing. Those kids from Harford Community College, they love the special needs kids, and they help them. Last year, the special needs kids beat the Harford Community College baseball team. It was wonderful. We're invited to cover that HarfordTV each year, and we're happy to do it. So that'll wind up our fall season, our 32nd year, Paul, believe it, 32 years
Don.
on the air.
And I want to say right now, it's a tribute to you, because you have done that. You started this thing. You've made it go. You've put all your heart into it. Never received a dime for it. It's unbelievable how you've put this whole thing together and keep it going for so long.
You said that just the way I wrote it for you.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
you did. You covered everything.
Well-
Let record be clear. When I retired, you know, they now do give me a little bit of change
Oh,
to
do they?
to do the
Well,
game.
that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I expect a free lunch out of
There
this
you
then.
go. Yeah. Free, Paul. There is no such word as free,
Free.
in the English language. There's always a catch somewhere. So now we're going to go to our third group. This again is the group that began on hole 16. We have Jesse Lane. Jesse Lane is out of Havre de Grace. Davis Orsini is out of Falston. And Mason Sarko. Now, they gave us the pronunciation of this name. Do you remember what they said? Sirocco. No, it's Sirocco. It looks like it should be Scrocco, but it's Sirocco. Yeah, and let's see. And the fourth player is Scott Campbell. Scott out of Patterson Mill High School. Ask Joe Mascari. Joe will know the pronunciation of that name because he was here when Ray Paquin gave it to us.
Don, do you have any idea how many female and male players are playing in the whole county?
You know, I don't. Every team, Edgewood does not have a team this year, and I think every other school either has a team or individuals playing. I think 3 from Joppatown. Some schools have, you know, like 10 or 12 or 15 or more. Paul, it's one of the sports that Al Sesky, the late great Al Sesky, brought to Harford County back in the 70s. And you think about gymnastics and girls soccer and swimming and all the sports, that lacrosse, that Alcestis brought to the county, and now they're flourishing here. We are the only county, I think there's one other county in the state that has boys volleyball. Think about it.
Gee.
I mean, volleyball is such an easy sport to fund, and great athletes to play it. But we're the only county. I think maybe Wycomico, one other county in the state, has boys volleyball. And you're looking for a legacy. Alcestis' legacy is these sports that we're still enjoying here in
Well,
Harford County.
When I went to high school and things, they didn't have golf.
They
First
didn't
of all,
They didn't have schools back in the day.
well, yeah, they didn't have.
You were at home.
But anyway, the idea of playing golf back in those days, you had to play football and basketball. You didn't play golf. That was considered not
manly.
Not manly.
Not manly, yeah.
And now I wish I could have played golf in high school and learned the game the proper way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because this is the way to learn at this age.
You talk about a lifetime sport. Swimming, a lifetime sport. Golf, a lifetime sport. Something you can play, Paul, even when you get to be our age. Well, okay, there's a
your
limit.
age.
There's a
Yeah.
limit, yeah. Yeah, but they do have golf carts now. That's a good thing. So we do have this for some, talking about Jesse Lane. Jesse's a junior, finished 9th in the Hatem tournament. This year is Jesse's 3rd year on the golf team. He's this year's captain of the Haverty Grace team. Next year he plans to continue to grow in golf and baseball, as well as being a leader in many school clubs. I really like that. Dual sport players, sometimes try sports and doing other things to help out the school.
Yes, we in the past 20 years we've kind of honed in on a sport and just played one sport.
Yep.
I think the kids are much more rounded when you play 3 or 4 sports.
Yep.
And you're more with the whole school. Yeah, everybody in the school then supports you.
You think about 5% of the kids maybe will go on to play college ball, and out of that 5% maybe minuscule will be pro players. So the idea is, what do you do in high school that builds a lifetime, of fitness and enjoyment, things you can do with your friends. So yeah, you're right. It's really nice if you can play. But if you're taking a full load of courses and you're playing 3 sports, I mean, as a former coach, the commitment that these people have to put into the sport, coaches and players. So it does take a lot of time.
And we need our young people out here doing things. We don't need them playing the computer, or we need them out here.
Yeah, it's said like a true octogenarian. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either. I was going to say.
I think it's like 80 years old, I think. I think. So Barb, what do we have here? We have this group that has teed off. Falston High School group, we talked about Davis Orsini. He was 3rd in the Tidings race. He's only a sophomore, first-year player at Falston High, averaging a 9-hole score of 43 on 9 holes, Paul. I'm not good at math, but that's like an 86 for 18 holes. That's not bad. I'll take that.
Any day.
Mason Soroka from C. Milton Wright. He's a sophomore. Finished 24th in the tournament, really 9th in the Hatem. He will be going to the state playoffs, as will Davis Orsini. Plays basketball and baseball and golf, speaking of a 3-sport player. Participates in Project Lead the Way program. His favorite subject is math. Ooh, math. Paul, that's why I became a history teacher, Algebra 1.
Algebra 1.
I said, I better do something other than math, and I'll try the history if I can. Works at the Ripken Baseball Complex in Aberdeen. Pardon me. He's volunteered his time over the last several years to the Upper Chesapeake Bay Baseball Festival. That's a nonprofit organization that raises money to promote the growth of baseball and other sports throughout Harford County. Very excited to be competing at the States alongside his older brother, C. Milton Wright Sr., Isaac Sirocco. And we're hoping we're saying his name correct. I think Joe will eventually give us the proper...
So, Don, how far are we from the tee box to the middle of the fairway?
It's a good question. We're talking about 180 yards to the middle, and that's probably a good estimate.
Yeah.
So you hit it from 343 yards out. It's about 180 yards to the center. Again, math not being my strong suit, but we're talking, 150, 60-yard shot from the tee?
Yes. 150 or 60 from the tee, but so we're getting long shots that are going in.
Yeah, then we're talking 180. And you don't want to hit it that long.
No.
It's not what you want to do.
No.
Because again, if it stays on you, Paul, and you know this, with the wind blowing in your face, now you've got a 150-yard shot that's 180. And wind does tricky things to a ball. Not only does it knock it down, we're saying this is Mason Sirocco from C. Milton Wright. He is +1 after this is his third hole. Don't see the shot. He's giving it a long
just
look.
came right here.
Oh,
Nice.
great shot.
Yeah, good shot.
Yep, just a little
If
high.
If he'd been 2 feet to the left, that ball would have trickled right down to the full.
Or
the
2 feet
flag.
to the right, he'd have been in the
In
trap.
No, 3
And
feet.
that stinking trap. I have been in that trap before, and there's just no way you can get it close from that trap. Now we're seeing,
I didn't see where he hit.
this is Scott Campbell from Patterson Mill. Scott hitting his second shot. Do you notice how Barb Solberg kind of ducks down behind us when she doesn't know where the ball went? Barb figures better safe than sorry. If they hit the old men, you know, hey, what's 2 less old men? This is Davis Orsini from Falston. He is +4 coming in. By the way, Barb, you know, was an All-American at Minnesota as a softball player. And you know, I've got this long list of things I could say about her. Aberdeen High School graduate in 1980. And one of the great softball field hockey players. Also played basketball. Is that a good way to say it, Barb? Also played basketball. See, that's when you were kind of like, okay. She also played basketball. And a 4.0 student and all those good things. She's changing the subject on me. Here's Jesse Lane from Harvard Grace. He's +1. Jesse getting ready to hit.
Got one right here, one there.
Yeah, we got 2 on the upper side of the green. That one's short. That one's kind of looks like one of my shots, termed a worm burner.
So when you get this shot here, are you going to chip that or are you going to putt it?
Oh, and Paul is pointing to the ball that's lying on the kind of the fringe on the near side of the green. Paul, if I've got that shot, I'm going to try to distract people's attention and throw it on the green.
Okay.
Oh, look at the bird. And when they look at the bird, or kick it maybe.
Is that how you beat me?
That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. And this is who, Barb? This is Scott Campbell from Patterson Mill hitting his third shot. And that's going to be a little long comeback. No, it's going to hang up on the high fringe.
See, I look at all 3 of these shots here, and to me, they're all putting shots.
They have to be, yeah. But they're all downhill.
Yeah.
You got to get it through the fringe, yeah. So you got to put some pace on it.
Yeah.
Who's this now, Barb? This is Davis Orsini. Nope. This is Jesse Lane from Haverty Grace. Oh, and that's a nice shot. Come
Yes,
back.
Nice shot.
Yeah. You know, the good and bad thing about this green, it's very soft. You won't get much roll once it hits. So we've got 1 on the green. We've got 3 kind of surrounding the green in the fringe. And Paul, that sun is going in, and now I'm glad I have on my long underwear. It was getting a little nice for a moment, but now the sun, which is sort of playing peekaboo with the... Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, Tim is saying that's probably not something we should tell the public, but...
Yeah. Where they're teeing off up there, I'm sure the wind is much stronger
Yep.
up there than it is here.
Good point, Paul, up on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about this course, a lefty too, Paul, a lefty
Left-hand.
putter.
Yeah.
This is Davis Orsini. Barb, I didn't notice he hitting the ball left-handed, did he? So he hit the ball right-handed but putts left-handed. Maybe. Oh, he did hit a lefty, thank you. I was going to say maybe that was my, here's the putt. He didn't hit it high enough.
You got to be way over here. I was just going to say that before he putted. I said
Yeah.
he got to see that. He's going to have to be way up right of the
Well,
putt.
you
Yeah.
should have told him.
Yeah, I should.
I blame you.
I'll run down and tell him.
I didn't say it was your fault. I just said I'm going to blame you. So now this is Mason's Rocca.
That's going to go all the way there.
Mason is, good looking shot. That's his third shot. So now he can tap this in for his par. And now who is this, Barb, that's putting here? This is Scott Campbell. It's going to go
Slow down.
fast. Yeah, it's not going to. Do you notice too, Paul, I've noticed that you talk to the ball and it doesn't listen.
Well,
Reminds me of, I'm not going to say my wife now. But you talk to the ball and you say, do whatever you want it to do, and it does the opposite.
Peg, I understand what you got to deal with every day.
Oh, this is Jesse Lane. Jesse hitting his fourth shot, looking for the par. Go in. Nope. Again, just that little subtle break.
Well,
kept it out
every
the
one
hole.
of the putts we've seen so far have been on that side of the.
Mhm. Yeah, just a unique course. putting for the bogey. Oh, putting for the par. Thank you, Barb. Davis Orsini. Yep, just again on that low side. So it looks like we have bogeys here if these putts can be put in.
You notice he took the flag out, Don. So you have a rule here where you can put the flag in or take it out.
Yeah, that came about, what, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe
Yes.
during COVID, where they didn't want you to touch
Didn't
the...
want you to touch the flag.
Yeah, so they said you can leave it in if you'd like, and I don't know, I still like it out. It just seems like that stick in there is distracting.
I'm just the opposite. I like the stick in so I can aim
Yeah,
the ball
okay.
toward it.
Okay. Scott Campbell putting for 5. Scott out of Patterson Mill. Just a bit short, so he's going to come up with a double bogey.
This Barb sure has been helpful here. I'm
Barb
telling you.
Solberg is,
Yeah.
I would like to say a lot of good things about her, but she tends to get a swelled head. So,
Yes, she.
so I got to keep her. No, Barb is a scholar and an athlete. Jesse Lane makes it, and he has the bogey 5. So we have 2 bogeys, and now putting for a bogey. No, putting for a par. Thank you, Barb. Mason Sirocco. In the hole. Good par. So we saw our second par. We saw one of the young ladies had a par as well. So that is our,
They're clearing the green.
that's our group that started on the 16th hole.
We're still on the 17th.
Now we're going to go to the group that started on the 15th hole. This is our 4th group to come through. We have now this group and 2 more to come through. This is C. Milton Wright's Isaac Sirocco. Isaac is a brother, of course, of the young man you just saw, Mason Sirocco. Also, Craig Sebring. Craig is from North Hartford. Jasper Killian is from Falston, and Andrew Nagel is out of Patterson Mill. Ray Paquin and his group, Paul, did the job of looking at the handicaps, arranging these players, so there's not 2 players from the same school in a foursome. Because then you get the idea, well, maybe they cooperate with one another. No, it's an individual sport, so you've got competitors from the 4 different schools.
And when you say about cooperate with each other, in the rules of golf, you can't tell each other what club you're using. You can't give them instructions or.
Yeah.
It's a very.
And it's a very self-regulating.
Yeah.
I mean, if the ball moves, you got to report it. That costs you 2 strokes.
2 strokes and.
You know, the temptation is to say, well, nobody saw that, so I'll just forget that happened. But
Well, there's been some professional people that didn't get caught, but the TV screen picked it up, and they called in, and people got 2 strokes penalty the next day after people would call in and say they saw the ball move.
yeah, and branded as a cheat.
Yeah.
You know, so they should have told on themselves to the beginning. It is a very weird sport where the low score wins, and you're your own worst enemy. You've got to regulate yourself. There's not an umpire there to. Yeah. Why do we like it so much? Barb, this is kind of your sport now, your go-to sport, right? You've done everything from bowling to softball to field hockey, but now you're a golfer.
Golfer, because it doesn't hurt.
Barb says it doesn't hurt. That field hockey ball, I've been hit with a field hockey ball or 2 and not playing the game, but just sort of walking through the field like an idiot. Phyllis Him is her team at Bel Air. Phyllis once sicked her entire field hockey team on me, only because I'd written an article in the paper the day before critical of field hockey and why girls should play girls soccer. For some reason, she didn't think that was a wise thing to say. Janice Rhodes, who's my partner, who does field hockey, still remembers that article. And she says, yeah, you were the idiot that wrote that article. Thank you, Janice. It was supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, Paul. It was supposed to be a joke.
You act like that was the only article that you wrote that people were after you for.
Well, yeah. See,
I think there's a long line of people over there.
It's part of my life I'm trying to live down. You know, I'm figuring that most of those people are dead now. They don't remember. But yeah, I had a young man, and in fact, Danny, who is who's working the audio today, played football at C. Milton Wright back, I think he said in 2005. and we covered that game. And it was a kid from Joppatown, Navarro. He said who came out on a sweep and knocked him flat on his back, and he saw a lot of lights. And he said that we reported that fact that he had been knocked down by. So he remembered that. So what you do 20 years ago, they tend to remember. So Paul, say nothing but nice things.
Oh, everything's
There we
nice,
go.
Don.
Yep, yep.
You get away with a lot more saying nice things.
You do, yeah, yeah. This group we're seeing now, this is the group, again, that started on number 15.
In the, a little less than 150.
Who's this, Barb? We've got Andrew Nagel out of Patterson Mill. Boy, he is in good position, right around the 150 mark.
Yeah.
He is +2, white shirt, black pants.
+2.
This is Jasper Killian, who is +2. +2 after, well, he started on hole number 15, so he's played 15, 16, and 17, so they're on their third hole. And of course, Paul, as you well know, and folks I'm sure understand, they'll go from here to number 1, and they'll play up to the hole before the one they started on. Again, if I had an option of where to start, it would not be on 18, nor 17. Well, think about it, it wouldn't be any of them. I
Any
have
of
trouble
them,
with
yeah.
all of them. Oh well. Here we see Joe Mascari doing a great job reporting for us on who is teeing off. Isaac Sirocco from C. Milton Wright is +2. Isaac,
Isn't it beautiful out here, Don, to look over that
yeah,
big pond and all the orange and yellow trees? And
yeah, and the geese,
every year we come up here, it's always so beautiful.
and the geese, you know, there.
Yeah.
And again, Paul, I remember back to 1988 when I came here when it was a dairy farm, and Jack Davis pointed from behind that pond. We walked out. He pointed back at the dairy barn,
Never mind.
and he said, "That's going to be my clubhouse." And I kind of, you know, how you try to suppress the laughter, like,
yeah.
sure, right? You know, what do you know about golf? Nothing. You never played. And here it is. We're talking 35 years later, you know, in the opening in 1990. I mean, how many
Yeah.
people have come here? It's one of the, what, 2 courses still open, public courses in the county?
I want you to tell me something. How come geese all migrate to the golf courses?
Because there's ponds there.
Ponds?
Yeah, well, it used to be geese flew to the south.
Yeah,
Now it's
they
warm
don't.
enough. They just
They don't
stop
go back
halfway.
home.
Well, they get tired. Think about it. If you know you had to fly all the way from Canada to Florida, wouldn't you want to stop off? Yeah. Yeah. Tim Rica. I'll finally say Tim's last name correctly. He says there are resident geese and migratory geese. I don't know if he knows that, but he said it, so I'm going to say it.
See,
on
some golf courses hire dogs to run the geese off.
Yeah,
Because the geese do
they do.
create some damage on the course, you know.
Yeah, yeah. They
So-
put their fecal matter on the green. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Which makes putting a little bit more adventurous, if you will. So Barb, what do we got? We got Jasper
went
Killian.
in the pond.
Oh no, Jasper went in the pond. Come
What's
on.
this doing?
That's somebody's phone is ringing.
I
But
don't know what that was.
yeah, Jasper, you predicted it, Paul, that somebody would hit in the pond. So I'm going to call Jasper over and mention to him that you're the one who said that somebody was going to hit in the pond.
I'm surprised only one's been in there so
Yeah,
far.
Well, it's early. It is early. And the others, Barb, we have one, our second golfer, Jasper Killian. Is he
No, he's the one in the pond.
in the pond? Now, who is the?
Isaac, he's +2. Isaac is.
Oh, okay, Isaac Sirocco. We've got what, 2 people over in the trees.
I don't know what his.
Okay, we're trying to locate where the balls are. And
Do you know Andrew Nagel's score?
Nagel's score.
And again, this group, Paul, as we're going on, these are the better golfers in terms of handicaps as we're coming closer to this first group. And these are the lower handicap golfers. So as they come, based on their past performance, these would be the better golfers.
Well, that first group we brought out here, they were right on.
Well,
I
they're
mean,
all very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about good,
Yeah.
separating very good. So they're all very well. So Bart, do we have any more? We know one person went in the water, which meant that he had to go back and hit again. We're having a ringing situation going on here. We don't know why. Somebody's trying to.
Jasper Killian's going to the drop zone.
Jasper Killian, the young man who hit it in the water, will be going to the drop zone. And that is no picnic. I don't know. I have to talk to Stephanie about this. When they planned a drop, so yeah, he did not have to. Okay, let me correct myself. He didn't have to go back and hit it again, Paul.
Yeah.
They're allowing him to have a drop.
And he loses a stroke also.
Yes, now he's hitting 3.
Yeah.
Hitting 1, into the water 2, out in 3. So now he's hitting 3.
Yeah.
But he
Thi-
could still
thi-
get a par.
Yeah, think of this. He's hitting 3. The other people all hit long
Mhm.
into the. He's probably in a better position hitting 3 than they are hitting 2 over
Yeah,
here.
could be. Yeah, the best they can do is maybe chip it closer to the, maybe be a little closer than
Yeah.
Jasper. Yeah. So again, that wind, gusting as it is, again, it's calm for a while. The sun goes in for a while, comes back out. It's just one of those days. Here's Jasper's shot. Actually, a warm-up. Looks like he's hitting an iron, Paul.
Yep.
I'm thinking it's got to be a long iron from there. Into the wind.
Yeah, he hit it.
No, he's not happy. You can tell by that. Don't know where it went. See some leaves flying, but I'm not sure where it went. You can tell by that kind of iconic golfer. Do you see a ball?
Right on the green.
No. Well, then why is he? He sort of gave that disgusted look, like maybe that's
I don't
not
know.
him.
It might not be his shot.
Yeah.
It might be somebody from over
Boy,
here.
and you mentioned, Paul, coming from behind those trees, it's sort of blind for us.
Yeah.
We're thinking maybe.
This next one coming in.
Oh, here's one that comes fairly close to us. First time, though, made me think a little bit. That was Andrew Nagel, who just hit the ball just a bit short of our location above the green.
This
gonna
is
be,
this is going to be a fun shot to watch.
Yeah, this is going to be a chip.
Yeah.
He's going to have to chip it through that rough and then get it on the green. Get it over that hump, Paul. That's the
Just
key.
hit it on the hump is where you want, right on the.
Who's this? Barb?
Greg Sebring. I don't know where he hit it.
Greg Sebring. Greg hitting his second shot. We're not sure who's on the green right now. We'll wait till we see who comes up and claims it. Maybe I could come up and, yeah, I think if you're a golfer, just run. That's my ball.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll let you get away with that.
We should have Isaac next.
Isaac Rocco from C. Moulton Wright.
Second shot.
Isaac participates. We talked about that project, Lead the Way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Here's 3 of them.
Yeah, in the blue, that's Isaac Sirocco. Look at this shot, Paul.
Great shot.
With that his second shot
I don't know. Where'd it come out of?
from behind the
The
trees.
trees.
I guess he had
Again, they have a better look because the trees sort of bend their way back away from the green. So he looks like he had an open shot and put it right on the money. Maybe what, Paul, 7 feet to the upper side of the green?
8 or 10 on the top one, and probably 7 or 8 on this one right here.
Yeah, 2 very good shots. 2 looking for perhaps birdies. Those 2 would think.
that one's for a par. I think that's.
Yeah,
If this is his ball, he's laying 3 already.
Yeah.
Because he hit in the water.
yeah, this is Killian.
This guy hitting.
Who is this? This is Andrew Nagel. Now we spotted Andrew. We think he's lying 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Should they mark the ball? Hitting is Greg Sebring from North Harford, and Greg's hitting his 3rd shot. A little bit of a miss hit. So he's lying 3 now, still not on
Now
the green.
this is going to be this trick shot here. He's going to have to.
This is Andrew Nagel. I'll keep my voice down just a bit. Oh,
Oh, nice
beautiful
lob.
shot.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh boy. Nice
you-
shot.
you could not place it much better than that. He hit on the downside of
Yeah.
the hump, and it rolled right toward the green. Sebring now on in 4. So we've got all 4 players on. We have, what, 2 players shooting for a birdie. 1 player shooting for a par, the other shooting for a bogey. Isaac Sirocco. He's going to be shooting for a bird. Which one is he, Barb? He's in the blue shirt. Isaac fixing his ball mark. Another thing that you're required to do, well, asked to do, if you make a mark on the green, you're supposed to fix it yourself. Don't rely on somebody else to come out and do your work, Paul. Do it yourself. Golf does teach you really a lot of really good life lessons.
Great.
In terms of being a good teammate.
Honesty.
Honesty, integrity.
Integrity.
Yep. So let's see who's approaching the ball. This is Greg Sebring putting for his bogey. Oh yeah.
Nice putt.
That
Nice
last
putt.
roll. Well, you say, okay, it's a bogey, but it could have been a double bogey. So each of those strokes that count, when you get to the end. If it's a par, fine, but yeah, let's just not get that big number. Now this is Jasper Killian. Jasper hitting for his par.
He's hitting for par with a lost stroke already.
Amazing. Yeah. What a recovery this would be. You can hear that wind through our field mics.
Mhm.
Now, just to the low side.
Everybody's on that low side.
Yep. Of course, it's the first time they've been a chance to putt on this green. We putted beforehand, so we could have told them that.
Hasn't every player had a chance sometime during the year to play on this course?
I'm not sure of that. That's a good question, probably, but certainly not recently. And of course, they end up changing the whole location. This is Isaac Sirocco hitting for his birdie, excuse me. Got to be a little bit high. Now,
That's the tough ones, the
it
downhill
is.
ones.
It is downhill. The slower you hit it, the more it's going to break, but the faster you hit it, the more it's going to go by. So it's sort of what do you want, the fire or the gun?
This is for a par here, I believe.
And who is this, Barb? This is Andrew Nagel from Patterson Mill.
This is one that had the shot here.
The one we were really bragging about, that lofted shot. It was a beautiful shot. Let's see if he can convert now and just keep it about, 2 inches high, Paul?
Yes, you got to be on the right side of the cup.
Oh, and we put it on the right
Put
side,
it on the right
Paul.
side and still don't go in.
See, and he probably heard us, put it on the right side. We gave him the wrong. He hit it firmly, and if you hit it firmly, you can hit it straight. This now for the bogey. Young man who, again, I think he'll take it. And Paul, the advantage of having a drop zone, it speeds up play, so you don't have to get your ball and hit it again across. So he did not get the double penalty, which is, losing the stroke and having to hit it over the water again. So that helped. So now we go to our 5th group that we've seen. This is the second top handicap group. This we have Sean Downey from C. Milton Wright, Tyler Falkowitz from North Hartford, Nate Frommeyer from Hartford Tech, and Kyle Drew from Bel Air High School. Again, the second rated top group that we'll see today. And the wind, which we were told by the weatherman, Paul, I want a job where you can be wrong most of the time and they don't fire you. They said the wind was going to die down. They're now in the studio laughing at us. Yep, this is the group that teed off on hole number 14. Sean Downey, Tyler Fialkowitz, that's an I, Fialkowitz, Tyler Fialkowitz, Nate Frommeyer, and Kyle Drew.
overall. Great
Tyler Falkowitz will be teeing off. He is +5 through 4 holes.
great pace.
Third-year varsity golfer is Tyler Falkowitz, and he is captain of his team at North Harvard. Finished second at the Hayden Division tournament.
Nick Panos, his coach, seems like every year he brings new talent to the tournament.
Nick Panos.
Panos.
Yeah, we were talking about great guys.
Yeah.
And, Jack Davis, great guy, and venerable guys who've been around and have contributed to the community. He's one.
Yep.
Yep, Nick Panos.
He's probably been doing this, 15, 20 years at least. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's.
By the way, you bring that up, and let me find my sheet. Hum a tune while I find my sheet here. Have not found it as of yet. I wanted to give you the names of the coaches. Yep, here we have. These are the ones who get no credit, but we're going to give them some credit. Aberdeen High School, Trent Reynolds. Beller High School, Mike Mullen. Melissa Berardi, Baradelli, I should say, from C. Milton Wright. Steve Mull from Falston. Mike Sheehy from Harford Tech. T.J. Hitchcock from Haverty Grace High School. Nathan Brungot from Joppatown High. Clark Topping from Patterson Mill High School. And, oh yeah, who did we skip? Nick Panos from North Harford. Yeah, these young men and women just do a great job. Ray Panquin, who's the young man from Patterson Mill who sent us all the information. He's sort of the tournament director. Paul, you got some of the information that I received. He spent scads of his free time putting the information together. So we thank Ray Panquin for all that effort.
We go back to these coaches. You coached, I coached. The life experiences you put in these kids from coaching, and the discipline and the hard work and the honesty is all. A lot of it goes back to their coaches in high school. Yeah.
And you can think about when you played high school ball, one or two coaches had an impact on your life that, all these years later you look back and say, wow, had it not been for him or her, I may not have been able to do this.
Before both of my high school coaches, football and basketball coaches, died, I would, every time I went back to Ohio, I always went to see them because they had a profound effect on my life, and I can't thank them enough.
My high school coach and your good friend Chuck Marzin, 92 years old, doing well, and we just give a howdy out to Chuck because he had an impact not only as a coach, but he was a guidance counselor and an English teacher.
Yeah.
And now his son is a guidance counselor at Edgewood High School. Mm-hmm. So the legacy goes on of the Marzin troops. Chuck Marzin tells the story about how he was such a bad hitter as a player that his coach would send him up, and he wore a very loose-fitting uniform. And he would pull out his blouse, his shirt, his jersey, and he would say, get hit by the pitch. So you lean in, make sure you get hit by the pitch. Now, what coach would do that? But Chuck said he did. He would get hit and run over to first base and steal a base and help his team win. So now we do have this group getting ready to tee off. This is our second to last group. They started on hole number 14. Sean Downey is even, after 4 holes. Tyler Fialkowitz from North Harford is +5. Nate Frommeier from Harford Tech +1. And Kyle Drew from Bel Air is -1. 1 under after 4 holes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. In the wind and the cold and all the elements.
Like you say, this wind hasn't slowed down. We still get these gusts.
Yep. It appeared like it was going to die down, and then all of a
sudden comes right back.
And again, the sun is beautiful for a while, and then it goes in and gets a little chilly. But hey, we're tough, Paul.
Oh, tough.
I mentioned I had on 5 pairs of layers of clothes, didn't I?
Yes, and your long underwear.
No, I did. No, I didn't. I did mention that. I probably was more information than needed to be conveyed. Yeah, we're kind of
Barb and I don't even have a jacket on. We're so tough out here.
Barb's tough. She's a scholar, an athlete, and tough besides. And Paul, I got to give you credit because you got off the sick bed to come in here today. You were not feeling very well the last week.
Yeah, that's all right.
And shout out to our buddy Bob McCone, who is very ill, meaning that he's got some kind of a bug. And wasn't able to be with us. He was going to be here as well, and he was a little sick. I said, stay away. I don't care about you, I care about me. because you could infect me with your sickness. So just stay away. And we wish Bob well. Hope that he's feeling better shortly.
And tell him we missed him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So Barb, we have this group here.
Looks like they're all in pretty good spots.
Yeah, Sean Downey. Barb gets out her handy dandy binoculars.
This Bel Air guy, Mike Kyle Drew.
Is he the one? Is he the one minus one?
Yes.
Kyle Drew -1, but he's hitting from about 160.
Yeah, 160, 170.
Give the win, make it 180, 190. Looks like he likes it, Paul.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
little bit on the far side of the green as we're looking at it, about 10 high in the rough to the left. That's a great shot.
Hmm.
So he could chip it in there for a bird. Tyler Fialkowitz now from North Harford.
Tree.
Yeah, by the tree. Looks like it's going a little left. Nope,
Nope.
right over the pin. And it will not come back on. Barb, you were trying to tell it to come back, but it wouldn't. But it's a good shot, though. It's going to be just on the high side of the green. And now Nate Frohmeyer from Harford Tech. Nate is a +1 golfer. Right in the center of the fairway, maybe 150 yards out.
That's what I would pick.
Takes a nice divot. He likes it.
Right over here on the green.
Yeah, oh, it is on the green, on the far side of the green.
So
This is Sean Downey.
He had a mess. He took a shortcut.
Yeah, he can't find it though.
Sean Downey is on the hole number. If you played this course, the hole number 10 is a par 5 that has a dog leg. There's sort of dog legs here. Paul, they have a local rule where it's out of bounds if you're hitting from 10 and you pull it onto this fairway. They've got white stakes.
Oh.
But you can be there if you're hitting, as I understand it, from 18.
From 18. So what's the rule here now if he can't find his ball? How much time does he have to look?
5 minutes, supposedly.
Can anybody else help him find his ball?
Yeah,
You know,
Barb
all
says
these kind
yes.
of questions.
Barb says yes.
Normally he would go back to the tee and hit another one if he can't find it.
Oh,
I don't know
So
if that's
he hit there from the tee. Was his tee shot.
his
Yeah.
tee shot.
Well,
I never saw it.
I just have a feeling he did not intend to hit it there. I don't think he was cutting the corner. I don't know. But if so, he pulled it a great deal farther than he wanted to. And now you can hear the wind,
See,
and we can feel it.
If the wind was the other direction, coming this way, then I could see guys taking the shortcut.
Absolutely.
But going into the wind, you just can't.
Risky.
That's the thing about golf. You think about it, every course is different, every hole is different, every day is different. You know, you have a nice sunny day, a hot day, or then you have a windy, cold day. So it just brings in all the elements that make golf so unique.
I played on Monday, and I couldn't. That was the windiest day of golf I'd had in many years. It was so windy.
I have played so badly often that I've said I'm never playing this game again and can't wait to get out the next time.
Well,
Because you remember that one good shot that you made, you kind of forget all the bad ones.
what's the old saying? I hate this game. What time we playing
Can
tomorrow?
Can we play tomorrow? Yep. It is a very frustrating, rewarding, challenging.
He still hadn't found his ball out there.
We should probably wait.
So if he can't find
I
it,
don't know if it's the one with the water or
now he's trying to get some help from others.
play this.
Barb, again, I don't know what his penalty will be, whether they'll make him go back to the tee and hit again, or they'll let him get a drop with a two-stroke penalty.
You know, in the
Isn't there like a
in the
Yeah,
pros,
Tyler.
in the pros, they have 50 people or 100 people helping them find the ball. You know, I'd like to see a sportsmanship, just everybody go over and help him.
And maybe rangers out there to find the ball
water.
when it hits.
Hey,
Water circle.
Yeah, we're hearing some people trying to help. Barb, again, who is this? Is this Sean Downey?
Over in that area.
Sean, who came into this hole being even. So this is critical for him, Paul. He's even at this point. If he has to take a two-stroke penalty, I mean, you know, hey.
well, that wasn't Sean back here from the 180. No.
Oh, okay.
Now,
can-
see, this is what I like. Everybody's going to go help him find it.
Yeah.
That's a good sign of sportsmanship.
And the other thing, we've got all kinds of foursomes that are being backed up, because you get to clear this green. For us, they're allowing us to do this. They wait till the green is clear before they have them tee off. And that helps us show you the tee shot, the second shot, and the shot on the green. Yeah, I think you're seeing the march of the golfers and coaches out trying to help Sean Downey find his golf ball. You would think in an area of green that a white ball would show up, but it doesn't. If that's where it is.
Some of the people play with these green balls. It's just the same color as the grass, and you can
I think they do that on purpose because then they can say, "Oh yeah, I spotted it," and drop it. Was it our buddy John Winslow who had a hole in his pocket? And
oh yeah.
And he had several balls, and he'd be walking along, and suddenly he'd drop a ball out of his pocket.
He's the
Oh,
guy-
there it is.
John's the guy that bought a new putter every year
Every
because
year.
he thought a new putter would make him better.
It didn't. No. But at least it kept the economy going.
Oh,
Putter sales being what they are. Yeah, I mean, the game of golf is it's a mind game. The toughest part, the 6 inches between your ears, because if you could just get your mind, pardon me, to be settled, you could probably play the game better. But all the negative thoughts, Paul, that enter your mind when you're getting ready to hit a ball.
yeah. Well, my buddy in high school, he played 9 years on the senior tour. And he always said the advantage he had on playing against other players was he was able to focus 100% on every shot. He said that's very hard for people to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he said when young kids, if you get them where they can focus, they're going to be much better golfers.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. And think positively.
Think-
I mean, every
yeah.
golfer on the pro circuit now has a psychologist who travels with him or her, whispering in his ear, you can do it. And the fans are yelling, no, you can't.
Yeah. So I don't understand what the rule is going to be here.
Yeah, it's been at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you can't hold the whole golf course up for
Yeah.
That's why in the PGA it's a 3-minute.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, again, as we said, they have rangers and they have, spectators and people to help find the ball. But, I honestly didn't see the tee shot, so I can't be of any help. Yeah, they look like they're motioning.
They could send him clear back to the drop zone over here.
Yeah.
And lose a stroke.
Or charge him 2 strokes and let him drop the ball where he is.
Well,
That would be.
I wouldn't like that rule because you're just guessing.
They found the ball.
Found
Now, wait a minute. That ball was there, and they walked all around it. Maybe it was buried. Maybe someone stepped on it. Paul, I now confess to you that I did that to you once where I found your ball and stepped on it.
yeah.
I do confess that. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. But I've seen people do that. Oh, did I step on your ball? Sorry. Paul Bob Williams, Joe Mascari, Dave Graybeal, John Wenzel. I'm thinking about our foursome over the years that we have had some wonderful times golfing at the various golf courses around.
Our guys are still on number 17, so it's going to be a few minutes.
We're waiting now for Sean Downey. Sean, another southpaw.
You wonder why I hate to see him standing here.
Yeah, kind of distracting to the
where
golfer.
you look up and into the sun, you can't see it. Big divot.
Oh, what a shot. That's kind of worth waiting on if he didn't give him a penalty for all that time. That's his second shot,
Yeah, it would be.
Sean Downey. So even Downey has a chance now to go 1 under.
He is 1 under, isn't he?
Downey, I think, is even.
Oh, even.
Yeah, it's Kyle Drew who is the 1 under.
Okay.
And Barb, who is this that's chipping from the? We think it's Fialkowitz.
Oh, that's Biller. That was Biller.
Okay, and that is Kyle Drew. So he is there in 3. Drew is the one who is 1 under par. So if he can make this shot, he'll stay at 1 under.
One thing I've been impressed with these young kids is that the chipping around the green has been excellent.
Yeah.
I know that one shot here, this shot here, that one he just put up there.
Yeah, and normally that's something you acquire as you get a little older.
Well, and if you want to score good in golf, you score chipping.
Who is this? This is Fialkowitz now. He's this is his third shot. Slow down.
It's
It
the,
goes by about
the-
6 feet.
the last guy putt had the same identical putt from there.
It looked like he just barely tapped
Touched
that
it,
ball.
yeah, and we are all downhill.
Yep. And now Barb, this
I'm surprised no one uses the flag. You know, going in downhill and stuff.
this is Fromeyer from Harford Tech. He is +1. He's going for the birdie. Okay, Paul, I want to ask you, do you go all out for the birdie or do you lag it up and just, okay, hope
Never-
it goes in?
Like we said earlier, it never goes in unless you go past the hole.
But
So
if you go past 3 or 4 or 5 feet, who was that?
there, he
that
just
was
put it
Fromeyer.
up there. Yeah.
That was Fromeyer who left it a bit short. He'll be putting for his par. And now Downey, the young man who couldn't find his ball, couldn't find it, and finally there it was and chipped it on. Putting for a bird. Oh! It took that little left-hand turn just as it got to the hole. And that's no gimme coming back, Paul.
Nope.
Putting for par now.
And this is Fialkowitz putting for his par. Again, this is a shot, Paul. If you hit it firmly, you don't have to play a break. But if you're going to cozy it up, it's going to take that little left-hand turn. You mentioned it before, this green, all the things on this hole, the ponds and all the other things, it's the green.
Yeah.
You can get here in 2 and end up with a 6. I've done it. Well, I haven't gotten here in 2, but I've had a 6 before.
It was 6 and 6, wasn't it?
I think, yeah. Putting for par. Oh, yeah. Sinking it in. Good job. Tyler Fialkowitz with the par. That keeps him at 5 over after 5 holes. And now Sean Downey, young man who, couldn't find the ball. And chipped it by putting for his par. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it took a little circle around
180
the
there
hole.
almost.
Yeah.
Not a full 360, but a 180.
Yeah. Those are the ones that kind of lip out if you hit them too hard, but he hit it softly enough to almost die at the hole. Now Kyle Drew, the young man -1, putting for his par. Don't take this one for granted. Hit it firmly. Ah, yeah. Ah, the relief.
Mhm.
Good job. That's a par 4. And Drew now remains at -1. And now Fromeyer putting for that par. 7, 8 inches maybe. Yep. No problem. Just steps right up and knocks it in. 4 pars on that hole. Wow, Paul. And
Gee.
again, showing and again, the one who looked for 5 minutes for a ball and was finally able to find it. So now, Paul, unfortunately, and I say this truly, we're approaching our last group.
Okay, we're going to get ready to start.
This is the group that started on hole number 13, the top-rated group. Ryan Kilchenstein from C. Milton Wright, Lincoln Blankenship from North Hartford, Jackson Parks from Harford Tech, and Nathan Haywood out of Pattersonville High School. They started on hole number 13, and all 4 of these young men are scheduled to go to the state playoffs. Paul, they've got 4 teams from Harford County where 4 members each are going to the state playoffs, and then, no, wait a minute, 4 teams with 6 players each going to the state playoffs, and 3 more individuals whose teams didn't qualify, but they're going as individuals. So you'll have 27 players coming from our district going to the state playoffs down at the University of
So-
Maryland.
So the state playoffs is they play for teams and individual.
You got it. Yep, yep. As we're doing today, and I should remind you that we're going to be off the air long before this is finished, but we'll have a sheet on our TV program that will show you the finals, both in team competition as well as individuals. So, you know, when you get to see this on air, you'll be able to see the final results.
Is there one school that dominates the golf every year?
Very good question. You know, it varies. Falston for a while was really good. North Hartford's always strong.
Been good.
Yes, C. Milton had, you know, and a lot of times, Paul, it depends if you've got 1 or 2 really good golfers. But then you have to have depth also, because they add up the
It's
top
like cross
scores.
country.
Yeah,
The
that
scoring.
last place finisher, if he can, you know, have a certain time, you know, that'll help the team. And again, like cross country, it's low score. What other sport rewards for the lowest score? I can't think of one. No? Tim, you know everything. What sport other than cross country and
Golf.
golf rewards for the lowest score? Nope, nothing from Tim. He's thinking. So this group, Ryan Kilchenstein, a senior, he finished first in the Hatem tournament, 3rd year of varsity golfer, co-captain of the team, also plays varsity basketball. He's a member of last year's state finalist golf team, tied for 15th in the states last year, finished 3rd in the counties last year, co-champion of the Chesapeake Division last year, and winner of the Hatem Division this year, looking forward to going to the states for the 3rd time, hoping to attend the University of Maryland or University of Delaware to study math. Great job, Ryan Kilchenstein. Lincoln Blankenship, he's a senior also, headed to the state tournament. Baseball player, 4-year varsity golfer, finished 3rd in this year's state qualifier. Patriots Glen with a 75. Low Harford County score for the tournament.
Someone had a good shot right there in the middle of the 150 mark there.
Jackson Parks, also a senior, 4-year golfer at Harford Tech, captain this year, and the 4th member of this group, Nathan Haywood, finished 1st in the Tidings Division, headed for the state playoffs, a 4-year varsity player, won this year's Uckback Tidings Division, and qualified for the state championship at the University of Maryland. He is captain and hopes to continue his golf career into college. Yeah. There you see the tee shots. And to compliment the HarfordTV folks, very difficult conditions here to be able to bring you the action. They've done their usual spectacular job. Would you agree, Paul?
Always.
Yeah.
I always enjoy working with them.
They're good people besides being professionals. And Robert Lidke, I've got to give him a shout out. He's sort of pressed into duty as a camera person today. He's like, I want to call him the second honcho at HarfordTV. He's been with HarfordTV almost as long as we've been doing these telecasts. So here we are now. Ryan Kilchenstein, he's +3. Ryan from C. Milton Wright. Also Lincoln Blankenship from North Harford is +5. Jason Parks from Harford Tech is +2. And Nathan Haywood out of Pattersonville is +5. Now remember, this is the top-rated group.
Yeah, the group before it came through here had
Thank
much
you.
better scores.
Yeah, and it just shows you that any day in golf,
Any day.
you can have a good day. Well, yeah, I never had too many, but you can have a really good day, and then other days, you know, what is this club for? You know, what am I supposed to do? You just don't have the feel that day. Other than Barbara, who's good every day, right? Barbara, your top score ever, the best score you ever had. Don't be modest. In golf.
75.
The 75.
75.
Never shot par.
Yep.
I think I did 75 twice.
75 is pretty good. Paul,
Okay.
I'm trying to shoot my age, and I'm either going to have to get a lot better or a lot
A
older.
lot older.
Yeah, one or the other. Yeah. And I think I'm not going to get a lot better, so I'm going for the lot older part. Yep. Part I shot a 75 one day. I was on the 13th hole when I quit at the time, but it was a 75. Dun-bum. These jokes are free.
The shot I remember was you and I playing Bob Williamson, where we had the shots the back door.
Oh, that was up at Patriots Glen.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbara, my partner Dave and I have the hole one. They putt the ball. It goes by the hole, literally 6 inches by the hole. And it comes back in
Turns
the
around,
hole.
drops in.
So we thought, okay, one, that's not bad. And then the next one hits the same thing from the side of the hole, like 3 or 4 inches. There's no reason. Bloop, drops in the hole. We lose the hole. And we just gave up from there.
They melted.
folded.
They melted the rest of the way.
Yeah,
They couldn't recover.
We couldn't believe it. Yeah. Yep. These are the experiences on a golf course that live with you. Paul enjoys them. I try to forget it. But he reminds me. Yeah. Well, here we go, our last group. Barbara Solberg, you have been a godsend here. Thank you so much for doing this. It's always difficult.
I want to know where you've been the last few years. Why weren't you here sooner?
Who's our young man doing the taping there?
Kiltenstein.
Oh yeah, he's got one of those golf buddies. Or Paul, what do you call those things? I never could afford one.
Rangefinder?
Rangefinder, thank you. I always just kind of looked and said, 100 yards. Joe Mascari has.
You think this is his drive here,
I
huh?
don't know.
Yeah, he said he had a good one.
Wow.
Boy.
But the good news is 50 yards from the hole, 20 yards from the hole, but he's under a tree
And behind it.
and behind it. You can see the leaves beginning to turn here in northern Harford County.
October.
Love
Best
it.
month of the year
Best month.
in Maryland is you can't beat the October.
Yep. Yep.
Beautiful colors of the trees.
Yep.
Cool mornings and nice afternoons.
The only thing about it is it's right before November.
Right before winter.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, spring, is wonderful. Oh, this is a nice shot. It's going to hit and come back on the green.
Go on.
back on,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Now roll.
Yeah.
Look
You
at
know,
the.
and that compliments of the Harford TV crew that rooted that ball off the fringe onto the green. Who was that, Barb? Do we know? That was Ryan Kilchenstein who hit that ball. Kilchenstein from Seamilton, right?
We've played this course several times. It's a challenge every time on this 18, trying to figure out where you can hit that ball so it's going to turn and go back to the flag. And of course, you can't, like you say, they move that all the time. Next week it'll be up here.
Yep. And it's the 18th hole, and you're tired, and you're you're ready to sort of cash it in. So and they seem to do that every course. I think course superintendents are masochists at heart, because if you think about it, Barb, am I right? The 18th hole is always like a disaster, don't you think? There's no 18th hole I can think of which is, oh, this is an easy hole. Okay, we'll just finish up on an easy hole. No.
Jackson Park, for some reason, just laid up. I don't know why.
Jackson Parks laid
Tree
up.
trouble? Not sure.
Where was he, Barb?
He was over there.
He laid up, so he's going to be hitting his third shot.
He
Trouble, but he laid up.
could have been behind a tree over there where he didn't have any other shot.
Kind of out of our sea. Barbara, who's this that's hitting the ball now? This is Lincoln Blankenship. Nice contact. Well, you like it when a golfer has that follow through. Going to be a little bit short. Maybe hit it a bit fat. That was his second shot. Yeah, this is Nathan Haywood now from Patterson Mill.
Probably the best driver there.
Barb, I was going to say that the best drive of the day, if you wanted to place a ball 100 yards out, right in the middle of the fairway, I mean, yeah, you would like to be a little closer to that outcropping and little water runoff.
I might be wrong. This might be.
He's only 100 yards out there.
Oh, no, he left. He laid up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is a lefty. He laid up.
This is Jackson Parks. This is his third shot. Good contact. And,
There, look
and,
at it.
and good result, too. Nice job.
This is his drive.
Okay,
His drive.
okay, he was just waiting to stay out of the way. Okay, this is who, Barb? This is Nathan Haywood. So, Paul, even better, the ball was not under the tree. He was just sort of standing there, apparently, allowing his other golfers to hit the ball. You're telling me that's his drive?
This is
We're thinking it
Yeah.
is.
Just marked it in the fairway.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I think he has.
I've never seen you be able to mark the ball in the fairway. Paul,
No,
you
you're
can
not allowed
sometimes
to touch it.
you can sometimes pick and clean if it's like a muddy day, but
Must be a
That's only on pick, place, and clean if you
Yeah.
have.
divot or something there. I don't
yeah, I don't know. We're assuming now, and we don't know. We think that's his drive. That's where the drive ended up. And again, this is Nathan Haywood from Patterson Mill. Or if that's his drive, then I'll say that's the best drive of the day.
Yeah.
Again, bucking the wind all the way because the wind was blowing against him.
Yeah. That's 60 yards out here, right?
Oh, and that looks good.
Oh,
That is a nice shot. You know, the good news is it is a good shot. Bad news is, again, it's above the hole,
downhill.
downhill. It's got that little twist to it, but, you know, hey, who's going to
I would
complain?
take it.
I
That was
would
my
take
second
it
shot.
every day and Sunday twice. Yeah, I'd take it on my third shot. So this is our last foursome. I'm sorry to say that we will be leaving you shortly after this, but again, when this is telecast, you'll be able to see the complete results. Again, want to thank Ray Paquin for all his work in supplying all the information and directing this tournament.
Is that Joe coming up here?
Joe Mascari is walking our way. Joe, who the former principal at Magnolia Middle School and Falston Middle School, who has done just yeoman's work here from the tee. And Barb Solberg, our partner here, giving us all the information, keeping us semi-straight. Keeping us straight is probably a full-time job, but she's volunteered to do it. I think she's not coming back next year, though. She just told me too much trouble for her. Lincoln Blankenship now. This is his third shot. That's a nice shot. Yeah, and probably on the low side of the hole. That's where you want to be. Right, pin high. So he'll be putting for his par from there. Here comes Joe Mascari. Good job there, Joe. Thank you.
Did you see this drive come through?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, that was a great drive. We were contemplating, did he actually hit the drive there?
Yeah.
We thought maybe he hit it under the tree, but he was just standing out of the way until,
He said he doesn't normally hit it, but he went for it.
wow. That took some
That
guts.
was against the wind, too.
Yeah, you're not.
So now Ryan Kilchenstein shooting his third shot, and that would be a birdie if he can make it. Barbara, if you had this putt, you'd play it a little high, hit it firmly. If you coast it to the hole.
Going to be quick.
But Paul, if you hit it slightly, it's going to curve it. It gets to the hole.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
challenge. But if you want a par, okay,
I'd be playing it 2 cups to the right.
2 cups to the right. Let it die in the hole. Go, go, and stop.
Oh.
Heartbreak. So instead of a bird, it is a par. You couldn't play that
Huh?
much better. You know, just a little harder, but you certainly didn't want to go by far enough to make your par a real challenge. Here's the lefty Parks hitting his 4th shot, looking for par.
He's got to be on the right side, too.
Yep, another 2-cupper.
Too fast.
Beautiful
Oh,
shot.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Boy, and Paul, as you said,
Nice speed.
had to miss the hole.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be looking at a 6-footer coming back. Good par. Who was that again, Barb? That was Jackson Parks. And again, he's a young man that chipped the ball out, had to lay it up, and still got a par.
Hmm?
Nathan Haywood going for a birdie. Oh, come on. He deserved it.
See, that's another one you got to be playing on the right side of the hole,
Yep.
not on the left.
You know, for good golfers, this is to tap in, but, you know.
This is for a birdie here. A 4?
This is for a par. Lincoln Blankenship. Well done. Well done. A par for Blankenship. We looking at all 4 pars?
You can make this.
We had that on the hole before last.
We did, yeah. In the cup. That's a good way to end it, huh? With 4 pars? Why not? Well, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed being with you. Don Morrison, all my partners, Barb Solberg, Paul Metzger, Joe Mascari, and Ray Panquin, who again supplied the information. All the hosts here at Geneva Farm, especially the course manager, Stephanie Harris, James Walls, the groundskeeper, Charles Bush, the owner. We just couldn't have had a better day here at Geneva Farm Golf Course. Again, the finals, you've seen them here, the best ranked team coming through the last, and we'll have all the results for you printed on a sheet that you can read as you're watching this as well. Thanks for tuning in, and stay with us all season long as we bring you sports showcase events on Harford TV. I'm Don Morrison. Have a great rest of the day.